Okay, what's up, everybody? Wraith Realm TV. Make sure to rate, like, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon for the latest and greatest that comes to my channel. As I always say, get your favorite beverage, get what you need. Come enjoy the show. We got to talk about Mint Mobile and their home 5G home internet powered by T-Mobile. T-Mobile owns Mint Mobile. They've owned it for 2-3 years. They bought it from Ryan Reynolds for almost $2 billion in the past couple of years. So, anyway, Ryan Reynolds is still the spokesman. He still does commercials for Mint Mobile. He's still around. I think he runs the division of Mint Mobile, but he's just a talking head pretty much at this point. So Mint Mobile is owned and distributed by T-Mobile. So it's their prepaid company. So anyway, real quickly, we need to talk about Mint Mobile. If you go on my channel on YouTube, you could see where I was testing Minternet. You could see the speeds. You could see the things. I did play it and try it out for the past 3 months and streamed with it on YouTube and other places too. You can go check my Twitch out and everything else to see what speeds I was getting, what ping I was getting, and things like that. As far as gaming goes on Minternet, it's a no-go. Like, we're talking Fortnite, we're talking Call of Duty, Battlefield, Arc Raiders. It's just a no-go. Ping is way too high. If you're doing casino games, Java games, things like that, Farmville, then yes, it'll work just fine. If you're doing Netflix, you're doing Hulu, you're doing Disney Plus, all of it will work just fine with Mint's 5G home internet. If you're a basic user, it'll do just fine for you. You are saving a lot of money compared to Spectrum, Cox, Comcast, things like that, even Starlink. So just keep that in mind. So here's the prices. I got the 3 months for $20 a month. We got a senior discount and then also got a discount because we are a Mint family. We do have a service with them for our phones. I bought a year up front, and someone in my house gets the 4 gig or the 5 gig package for a year. So I got the new entry level customer because I was with Spectrum Mobile and got it for $180 for the year. It was a pretty good deal, plus somebody's referral, so I got $15 off, which was cool. So I literally got it for $165 or something like that. It was pretty nice. And then the home internet, I got a discount for the senior rate, and then I had some other discounts, so it drove the price down for $20 per month. But for surfing the internet and browsing stuff, it worked great. Outside of gaming, it was really just kind of hokey pokey. You know what I mean? So I would say if you're a gamer, fiber, traditional internet, Starlink would be a better option. Even Starlink has its pros and cons. Like when I had Starlink, I went away from Starlink because I couldn't mount it on the side of my house for some reason, HOA reasons. I don't know, but on their manual it says I could. I would have went Starlink, but Starlink is stupid expensive. It's $120 a month for 400 plus, and then I believe 75 up or something like that. So Starlink was out of the question. We went with T-Mobile's 5G home internet for a little while, for about almost 2 weeks. We got just in and we ordered Minternet. It was great. It was great. I really enjoyed Minternet for what it is. If you're doing Netflix, you're doing Disney, you're doing the things, it's great. If you want to check out Minternet stuff, I'll have links down below. You can check out my streams. When I did stream testing Minternet out, I'll have my Twitch streams and things like that to where you could see it. I had got a lot of questions. I gave a lot of feedback. One thing I wish T-Mobile or Mint Mobile would do is get the G5AR a go instead of this G4AR. The SE is shitty. I wouldn't recommend. If you get an SE model, send it back and get the G4. Don't even bother with the G4 SE. It is stupid slow. I would get 950 down with 80 up, and then it was 40 up with 750 down. It was a lot worse. And yes, I don't have the restarts with the SE like I did my G4. That's why I got a replacement. And as you guys can see, here it is. Here it is. There it is. I own it. I'm sending it back. I got a shipping label and everything. I got to put it in another box of a box and then send it on its way back to Texas, I think, or something like that. or Upper California. So I live in Palm Desert. So honestly, to be real with you guys, that's where the service is at. I'm in the Indio Palm Desert area. So T-Mobile's all blanketed down here. Same with AT&T. But I'm going to tell you guys this, just because I was getting all bars, I'm not praising the service. It is expensive for what it is because you do have to buy. If you really want really good 5G home internet experience and you want better ping and you want all the stuff for gaming, you need to go out and buy an antenna. You got to go buy a better modem. So that's an added cost because the antenna itself is like $300. If you go there, it's $300 for the antenna. Then it's another $300 on top of that. And then if you want to buy, let's say 3 months, that's also another added cost. And then if you buy a year, if you go down here, let's say you buy the antenna for 300, right? And then you buy the modem for 300 to put the antenna on it. You're spending, okay, so you're spending roughly almost $1,200 out the door to start. But you're saying, well, that's a one-time fee. Well, yes, if you get good T-Mobile service. That's the thing. If you get good T-Mobile service, you may get better AT&T service. You may get good Verizon service. And I've heard Verizon 5G home internet's not that great. I heard they throttle. I heard they are coming after people for going over data packages and downloading and doing different things because their towers can't handle it. AT&T's literally allowing anybody upon anybody to use their stuff because they're struggling right now. AT&T is. AT&T's number 3 right now, and then T-Mobile's number 1, and Verizon's number 2. I'm going by what the rating systems are and the charts from these review places, so don't go by me. I may be wrong. But here's what you get, and if you got a senior discount, you get this for all this for cheaper. If you have a Mint phone number and a service, you get it even more cheaper. So you get it for $30. If you're a senior, you get it for like $5 more off. So it's like $25 a month. So you're saving some money. I mean, if you're just doing basic Netflix, surfing the internet, but make sure you get good signal. Walk around. If you have a Mint mobile phone or a SIM card or an eSIM, walk around your house, check out where the signal is the best, and measure out where you want it to be. You may need to buy an Ethernet cord. You may have to spend on like a 25-foot or a 50-foot or maybe a 10-foot. Or you could buy a mesh system or a router on top of that. That's an added cost. Like I said, when it comes down to it, we live in an economy right now that everybody's trying to save a buck, and this is a good way of saving some money. But the gaming, little advertisement there and the things like that, it's, I would say you get high ping. I've been kicked out of Fortnite games. I wouldn't say if you're a competitive gamer, I would just say try to get fiber options, Starlink options. Starlink wasn't bad. It was just stupid expensive, honestly. But if you're going with a service like this, honestly, basic Netflix stuff, sports stuff, streaming, like TV stuff will be perfect. Browsing simple Java games, Farmville, things like that, perfect. If you're playing little mini phone games, it should be perfectly fine. If you're playing high-end games like Destiny, Fortnite, the new Marathon that's coming out next month, you need good ping. And you're not going to get good ping with this. Now, I've seen videos and stuff out there by these top-tier reviewers that review this stuff for a living saying, oh, you could play zombies. Yeah, but that doesn't drive ping. I'm talking about when you're playing like TDM or you're playing like, battle royales. Like, you need to have good ping. And if you don't, you're just screwed. And that's the thing here with this, or even with T-Mobile's 5G home internet. Yes, ping was a little bit better with 5G T-Mobile, but that's because of the better modem. But again, it comes and goes in waves because I'll tell you why. They use a private internet IP. It's spoofed, so from the tower. So these providers can't give you accurate ping because of the way the towers are constructed. That's why you don't hear that from the reviewers. But if you are a gamer, you have to be very aware. A VPN fixes it to a certain extent. You go down by like 5 ping, but it doesn't get any better. Take it from, watch my streams. Like, I'll have links down below to where you could see it for yourself. Fortnite is just a no-go. Like, you could play Fortnite for 10 matches, and then after that, ping just goes to shit. Same with Call of Duty. Same with Overwatch. I'd go from having 40 ping to almost 100. It's just 5G home internet. If you're just doing basic stuff, surfing the internet, watching streaming TV, downloading movies and things like that, you'll be fine. But if you're doing anything else, like we're talking about 12 devices, 13 devices on one thing, the whole modem system just crashes. So I would suggest just get your own equipment, like as far as on top of this, but then that's an added cost. Everything comes with pros and cons, right? You got to be very careful. The SE model, be very aware about it, and don't get the SE model. As far as I'm concerned, for the G4AR, the SE model is so bad it's not even funny. And that was the replacement that they gave me. The reason I went back to Spectrum because my gaming performance was awful. Like, it was 50-50. 1 minute it was good, and the next minute it was awful. So, I mean, the prices are good. If you're doing basic stuff, it's perfect. Like things that somebody I caregive for uses, like Netflix, Paramount Plus, watching 1080p streams, it's great. But if you're trying to stream and game, you have to lower your stream down to 720p. And good luck with your ping after that. Like, so just keep that in mind. And you can't travel. This is one thing that this misconception of everybody does is this whole, oh, I could travel with my modem. I RV all the time. No, you can't. If you get caught with that, they'll ban you from their service. It's in T-Mobile's TOS on their home internet and also on Mint Mobile. And they have a 1 terabyte cap on the Mint Mobile side. On the T-Mobile side, it's 1.2. If you go over it and you're in a congested area with heavy traffic, you are going to be dumbed down to the lowest speeds. You're going to be put in the slow lane, but it's not as bad as you think it is. And don't let all these people fool you. Oh, I got this waveform antenna and I put it up on my roof and it's great. Yeah, no, they're losing speed. The quality of speed goes down. It degrades over time. And when you go past that cap, if there's people that get priority T-Mobile signals from their phones and stuff, like the priority data stuff, you will be throttled down speed-wise. Not to a crawl as some people make it out to be, but you'll be down like 200 megabits or 300 megabits. It's to ensure that the premium data customer gets their data. That's why. It'll always be that way with 5G home internet. It's the same with Starlink. If you get the entry level, the people that pay for the middle package and the ultimate package will always get the best speeds before you. You'll be the last on the totem pole. That's what you get for paying for cheap, unfortunately. And what Mint Mobile's using is T-Mobile's Rely internet service, the entry-level service, but you're getting more than what you pay for. So just keep that in mind. That's all I'm going to say in this video. I'll have my links down to the streams down below. Look, at the end of the day, you could do a bunch of port forwarding. You could try all that. I did all that. I just couldn't take it anymore. Like, when playing Fortnite, I like to have I don't want to drop out of games with my friends. That's the thing. It gets annoying when you drop out. Or when the game crashes or disconnect because of high ping. Or you get banned from a game because of it. I wish T-Mobile would fix that. I wish they would fix that with their towers and stop this whole, I got to disguise our shit. But I understand it and I get it because AT&T does kind of the same thing and Verizon does. At least they don't kick people off their network for using too much data. I'll give them that. But if you are going to invest, it is expensive. Like if you're going to invest a year of service is $480, then if you do the antenna and then you got to buy tools, then you got to make sure you have the proper stuff. You got to make sure the antenna's mounted the right way, facing the right areas. There's a lot of work that you have to do to get it to work the way you want it. It's not just, oh, I could just get the modem. And if you want to do that, yeah, you'll get good service. But when it's congested, you will feel it. And if you want the better antenna, well, that's a $300 cost. I think it's like $150 on Waveform's website or Wavelink, something like that. And then I'll have links to this stuff for you guys so you guys know. But it does get expensive. Then you got to buy a modem if you want your own shit. And then you have to dial it in with the custom settings. There's just so much work. If you're a basic user like myself, you just want to plug it and go and let it go. And then basically in your house, you got to walk around and make sure you get a good signal. You know what I mean? I got all bars where it was, but I was just lucky. 5G home internet stuff is like hitting the casino and making sure, the house will always win. And then you got to check what the towers are, Anyway, I'm rambling on. Hopefully this helped you. If you have any questions down below and my video still didn't help you in any shape or form, just ask. I'll try my best to get to you, and I'll try my best to answer your questions. I know it's kind of overwhelming, but if you already have Mint service, this is pretty worth it. If you care only about everything else, if you're a console gamer, I don't think you're gonna notice the issues. But I had high ping when PC gaming all the time. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Hopefully this video helped you in some shape or form. Like I said, watch tons of reviews. But if you see some of these channels getting sponsored by Waveform or Wavelink or whatever, and they're like, oh, my speeds are great, you should get this, I bought this modem, take that with a grain of salt. Seriously, for real, for real. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully this helped. Peace.